Hello, in this video we're going to show you how you can dynamically expand all the columns from a nested table. This can occur when, for example, doing a merge in powerquery. So here we have two tables. These are the source tables. So this is like a fact table, and then we have another one which is a dimension. And below we have two tables that were created with powerquery. So first one was created with a classic merge. So we just merged two tables, we expanded. And the other one is created with a dynamic type of expanding. So now let's try to add additional columns. Let's add a column named type. And let's say that this is type low. So what will happen with a regular merge? If we refresh, the regular merge will do nothing. So at the period of merging, when we did the initial merge, we only had these three columns to expand. So the code was hard-coded in the script, and after we added new column, nothing happens. While on the other hand, if we have a dynamic type of expanding, then when we click refresh, this new column is automatically added into a table. It also happens with changing of the column name. So if we change this manufacturer to, let's say, other, and if we refresh this table, it will automatically change the column name. And this upper table, if we refresh it, it will simply ignore this change of the column name. So now after we've seen what can we achieve with the dynamic column expansion, let's show it with the blank example. So let's close this file, and this is our starting file. This is our starting blank file. We already uploaded both tables to powerquery, so we will launch it. And now the first thing that we have to do, we have to merge these two tables. So we will merge by product name. So let's go to merge queries, and let's choose product name from the first and from the second table. Left outer join, everything fine. And now what we want to do, we want to expand these column names, but we want to exclude product name, of course, because we already have it in the first column, and we wish to exclude all the expand all the other columns. After we click OK, this, what we can see above in the formula bar, this is the code, this is the part of the code that we are interested. And if we observe this code, if we go to a blank query and we paste this code, we can see that this is a list object. So these curly brackets are creating a list object, and we can use that list object to dynamically expand all the columns. So let's head back to the merged query step, and we can see that each table holds the column names in a nested table. So each row holds its column names in the nested table. So what we can do, we can drill into the first table. So let's go to continue. And now this is the drilled table from the first row. What we need to do, we need to acquire the column names. For that, we will use function, powerquery function, table column names. And this will create a list from the tables, from the column names. The second thing that we need to do, we want to skip this first part because we do not want product name. Product name is already inside of the fact table. So what we need to do, we have also a function list dot skip. And we will say that we want to skip only the first row or first item in the list. So far so good. So now we have this dynamically added list, and we can use this whole code in our previous step. So now let's, okay, we copied the code, so we can delete it. And now let's expand again. But now instead of this hard-coded part, we will paste our dynamic part of the formula. And after we confirm, we receive the same 3 columns, but this time this fact table is dynamic. If we load this table to an Excel sheet, so let's load it to a table, it will behave, and if we add another column, let's call it A, it will automatically expand on refresh. So this is all for this video. There are also advanced features of this approach. For instance, we can also create, for instance, if you have multiple tables that are of different structure. So basically, if you have different tables with different column names, you can also create a distinct list of all the column names, and then you can expand all columns, and you do not have to worry if the column names are always in the first table of the nested tables. But we'll show that in the following video. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please post it down below, and see you in the next video. Bye.